In the world of rare and collectible Australian coins, the year 2020 cent coin stands out as one of the most talked about pieces. At first glance, it looks like any ordinary 20-cent coin featuring the familiar platypus design by Stuart Devlin. But coin experts and collectors know, some versions of this coin hide an incredible story and unexpected collector value. The 2020 cent coin was struck by the Royal Australian Mint, and millions entered normal circulation. However, a few rare varieties, particularly the ones packaged in special carded collector sets, have become highly sought after. These coins are often referred to as supercard issues, meaning they were never meant for everyday use. Instead, they were released as presentation coins, sealed in protective cards for collectors. Their mirror-like shine, flawless surface, and sharp strike quality make them instantly recognizable. Now, what really sets this coin apart is the condition and packaging. A circulated 2020 cent coin is usually worth its face value, just 20 cents. But if you have one that's uncirculated or carded, the story changes completely. A coin preserved in mint condition can fetch anywhere from $15 to $50 Australian dollars, depending on the quality, while sealed examples in original mint packaging can reach $100 or more among passionate collectors. What many people don't realize is that the 2000 mintage year also included some coins with small but noticeable die variations. Experts have identified examples with slightly different edge widths, metal tones, and strike pressure, which can raise their value even further in the collector market. So when you find a shiny or unusually sharp 2020 cent coin, it's worth giving it a closer look. You might be holding a miniature fortune. The coin itself carries the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley, which was introduced in 1999 and continued through the early 2000s. On the reverse side, the platypus swimming through rippling water captures the spirit of Australia's wildlife heritage, a timeless piece of national artistry that still inspires coin designers today. In today's market, the demand for pre-2000 Australian coins has grown sharply, especially for pieces that survived in pristine condition. Collectors from Australia, New Zealand, and even the UK actively search for 2020 cent coins in high-grade or proof-like condition, knowing that such examples are becoming increasingly hard to find. So if you have a jar of old coins, it's time to check. That small silver coin from 2000 might not just be another 20 cents. It could be a hidden gem, a collector's delight that tells the story of a golden era in Australian minting. Remember, rarity doesn't always mean age. Sometimes it's about quality, preservation, and presentation. The 2020 cent coin is proof of that, an everyday coin turned collectible treasure that continues to shine in the world of numismatics. Have you ever come across a 2001 Australian 20 cent coin and wondered if it might be worth more than just its face value? Well, today we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 2001 Australian 20 cent coin, a coin that may look ordinary at first glance, but in the world of numismatics, it hides some surprising secrets and rare variations that can make it worth much more than you think. The 2001 Australian 20 cent coin was released to celebrate the centenary of Federation, marking 100 years since the unification of the Australian colonies into one nation in 1901. This year was special for collectors because the Royal Australian Mint produced several unique coin designs to represent different states and territories of Australia. The standard 20 cent coin from 2001 still carries the familiar platypus design by Stuart Devlin on the reverse, but certain coins minted for the centenary of Federation carry special state designs that are now highly sought after. These include coins representing New South Wales, Victoria, Queensland, South Australia, Western Australia, Tasmania, the Northern Territory, and the Australian Capital Territory. Each design has its own state emblem or landmark, making the 2001 coins one of the most diverse and collectible sets in modern Australian coinage. But here's where it gets interesting. Not all 2001 20 cent coins are the same. Some were struck at the Royal Mint in Canberra, while others were part of collector sets, proof sets, or uncirculated mint rolls. Over time, certain minting errors and low mintage issues have created valuable rarities that collectors now chase passionately. For instance, coins with die cracks, off-center strikes, or cut errors, where part of the die breaks and leaves a blob of metal on the coin, can sell for anywhere from $50 to $500 depending on condition and visibility of the error. A few rare examples have even sold for over $1,000 when certified by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. Now, if you have a 2001 Centenary of Federation 20-cent coin, especially one featuring a particular state design, it's worth examining closely. The Tasmania design, for example, featuring the Tasmanian tiger and map, is especially popular among collectors, while the Western Australia and Queensland designs are also considered harder to find in circulation. Even standard 2001 20-cent coins can be worth a premium if they are in uncirculated or proof condition, as these were often part of special collector sets. As of 2026, a typical circulated coin might still be worth face value, but high-grade examples can fetch $5 to $25, and rare error coins can easily cross $100 or more. When checking your coins, always look for signs of proof finish, double strike, or metal flaws. These small details can turn an ordinary 20-cent coin into a valuable collectible. The obverse of the coin, as always, features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II designed by Ian Rank Broadley, which was used from 1999 to 2019. Coins in excellent condition showing a clean, sharp portrait are more desirable for grading. The total mintage of the 2001 20-cent coins was relatively high, tens of millions were made, but remember, quality, rarity, and errors are what truly drive collector value. So if you happen to have an old jar of coins, it's definitely worth going through your 20-cent pieces from 2001. Who knows, you might just find a hidden gem that's been sitting unnoticed for years. Collectors also value the historical connection behind the coin. 2001 marked a century of national identity for Australia, making these coins a symbolic piece of the country's heritage. For many Australians, these coins bring back memories of celebration, unity, and pride. That emotional value, combined with the artistic state designs, gives the 2001 20-cent coin a strong following among both new and seasoned collectors. So next time you see a 2001 20-cent coin, don't just spend it, study it. Look for unique marks, proof shine, or state emblems. You might be holding something that's not only a piece of history but also worth far more than you think. Many people have discovered that an ordinary-looking coin in their pocket turned out to be worth hundreds of dollars because of a small error or limited mintage. Whether you're a beginner or an expert, these 2001 Australian 20-cent coins are a perfect example of how everyday currency can tell stories, celebrate history, and even make you some extra cash. So grab your magnifying glass, check your coins, and let me know in the comments if you found a rare one. Who knows, your simple 20-cent coin from 2001 might just make your day or even change your fortune.